Welcome to AdExperts, where the experts do the advertising for you. Our executive team has a lot to offer as far as business goes, but not only do they have a wealth of experience when it comes to business, they really care about other people and making this company something that's going to help not just thousands, but tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of people. That really means something to us. People aren't just numbers or usernames, they're real people. We're working together as a team, and you're going to hear this a lot. What we can't do alone, we can do together. Let's take a look at the business opportunity. Now, there are many amazing companies out there that pay well, and some even pay 100% commission. They have everything going for them, but people still have a hard time making them work. So why is that? Well, it's advertising. Most people don't know how to do effective advertising, and it's not because they lack skill. If you take a look at advertising and the sky-high costs of the ads and the multiple ways to advertise, you could literally spend thousands or tens of thousands or even millions of dollars on advertising through television. Then there's radio and setting up call centers and newspapers and all kinds of social media, Google pay-per-click, Facebook, and so many more ways to advertise through that social media. So not only can it be very expensive, it can be really confusing trying to juggle all these different methods around and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. By the time you've figured it out, you may well have spent thousands of dollars. So rather than you spending your hard-earned dollars on advertising that may not even get results, AdExperts has the experts that are going to do the advertising for you. So who is our target market and how big is this market? Well, our target market at AdExperts is people in a home business, people working from home and in an MLM company. And how big is this market? Well, this Google search lists just a few of the companies beginning just with the letter A. There are thousands of MLM companies with some having hundreds of thousands of members. So this market is massive. And do people need our product? Well, absolutely. Everyone needs advertising. But not just any kind of advertising, good quality advertising. That's really important. We have a product that people need, and our market is massive because people will always be needing advertising. We have customers and we have resellers in AdExperts. If you're not interested in making money with AdExperts and would like to take advantage of the advertising package only, you can become a customer. You can see a full description of the advertising package on our website at adexperts.com. But as a reseller, which is why you're here, you want to learn more about the business opportunity. You pay a little bit extra to become a reseller, where you are not only getting the product just like the customer does, but you'll also get a store where you can resell our advertising products. When you get started with AdExperts as a reseller, you begin as a sales associate. Now, the difference between a customer and a reseller is a customer pays $300 for an advertising package and a reseller pays $400. You'll get everything that a customer has, plus you're going to have an AdExperts store and be able to resell to customers and other resellers. Let's take a look at selling to customers first. As a reseller, you start off as a sales associate. You'll have your own personal replicating site with back office tracking and tools. And when you share your link with a customer, as soon as they click on your link and decide to make a purchase, they will be linked to you. So not only are you going to make a 50% commission of $150 on that sale immediately, that money will instantly go into your back office e-wallet. Every time that customer makes an additional purchase for more advertising, you'll make another $150. Maybe they'll be adding this to their monthly marketing budget, so they might make a purchase every month. As you get more and more customers, you'll see a residual income coming from customers with those 50% commissions every time they make a purchase. If you want a more in-depth description of the product, just go to adexperts.com, take a look at the product section. We're going to go over the product just really quickly here. We have partnered with a magazine called Home Business Giant. So if you go to homebusinessgiant.com, you'll see some ads that have been placed there. These ads are from people who have purchased these advertising packages from AdExperts, and what they get is 6,000 super targeted views for $300. That works out to about 5 cents a view. And how do you know it's targeted? Well, who's going to go to a home business magazine and read it? There's excellent content and it's free to everyone. Go take a look at our current issue. It's amazing. People who'll be reading this are most likely already in a home business and they'll be looking for tips, and there are also people who are looking to get into a home business. So obviously we can't guarantee that people are going to click on your ad and sign up. But what we can guarantee that the traffic that is going there are people that you want viewing your ad. Now it's up to you to have a great home business and advertise it in a way that people are going to want to click on it and join with you. But we can put the people in front of you who you want viewing your ads. That's what we do. And that's what you're paying for, is having experts getting those people in front of you at 5 cents a view. That's it. Now there's a second part of this compensation plan where you also make money. You will start as a sales associate, sharing with customers, and when you build a team by sharing with other resellers, you become a team leader, and then you progress to become a sales broker. When you sign up as a reseller, you'll get your reseller store, which will cost $400 plus a processing fee. You can pay by credit card, bank wire, or cash for either your advertising package or for your reseller package. For most methods, the admin fee will be about $20, except by credit card, which is a little more. It's $41. Credit cards cost a little bit more, but they are convenient. So by credit card, it'll be $441. Otherwise, it's $420 by the other payment methods. Let's take a closer look at part 2, the AdExperts Infinity Funnel Compensation Plan, and what you can earn as a reseller with our company. Most people are familiar with sales funnels, as everything goes in the top and funnels out the bottom. There are 2 parts to this sales funnel, a cyclone funnel and a tornado funnel inside a larger funnel. Everybody starts at the cyclone funnel as a sales associate. Once you get through that cyclone sales funnel, you'll become a sales broker. That's how easy it is to become a sales broker, just going through that cyclone funnel. Selling customer advertising packages doesn't assist you through the cyclone funnel, but you'll get that 50% commission as a residual income when people keep purchasing their advertising. In order to become a sales broker and get through that cyclone sales funnel, you need to bring on resellers and build up a team and then become a leader. So the leader is always at the bottom. Let's get into some more detail on that. So let's take a look at the cyclone sales funnel first. So the person at the bottom is called the leader, and that person is going to make $700. Then 2 people above that are about to become leaders, and then there's 4 and then 8 at the top. The only place you're going to see empty in a cyclone sales funnel is the top row. That's the 8 row. There's always going to be at least 7 people or more in the funnel, and that's one of the really cool features of this compensation plan, because you're always going to be working with other people. The only empty spots are on that top 8 row. When you start as a reseller and enter the cyclone funnel, you might be that first person in this 8 row, or you could be the 8th person there. If you're the 8th person there, then you'll move down to the 4 row. So each time it fills up, you're going to move down a level until you get to the bottom, which is the leader. And then when it fills one more time, that row of 8, you'll earn $700. 300 of that is another advertising package, and you're also going to make $400 in cash. That's going to go into your back office e-wallet immediately. These earnings are paid out once a week, every Wednesday, so everything you earn during that week, you will get paid out on Wednesday. So you've worked your way down a level at a time, and now you've become the leader. It fills up that 8 row one more time, and you make $700. Now you've become a sales broker. We want to make this fair for everyone and allow everyone to go at their own pace. Some people will get really excited and move really, really fast, and then some people might join and work just a little slower. So we created something called a slide. When you start as a sales associate, you'll have a green briefcase, and then when you introduce another reseller, that will change into a blue briefcase, and you'll be able to slide past anyone who still has a green briefcase. So if you share this with one person, you'll slide past all the people that haven't shared it with anyone yet. Now, when you share it with two people, your blue briefcase will change into a red briefcase, and that means that you will be considered fully qualified. Now, you don't have to be fully qualified to get paid, but being qualified means you are protected and no one will be able to slide past you. You'll want to share this with more than just two people, but you'll want those first two people on your team as quickly as possible so no one can slide past you. Now, if you're in a hurry and you get those two people really, really quick, what can happen is this. This is very exciting. Let's just say there's 8, 4, 2, and 1. That's 15 people in a funnel when it's full. So let's say it fills up and there's only one more person. You don't include the bottom person because they're the one getting paid. But out of the 13 other people, that's not including yourself, there's only one other person that's fully qualified red. You know what's going to happen? And this is happening with people right now. You'll go from that row of 8 all the way down to the leader position and miss those other 2 levels completely. You'll fly by everyone else and then you're the leader, and when this next 8 line fills up one more time, you're going to earn $700. That's $300 in advertising and $400 in cash. So then what happens? Where do you go? So you'll go 2 places. You'll follow your sponsor to their cyclone, getting another position, and you'll start again on the 8 line, and that will keep happening over and over and over. You don't pay again, it's paid for you. And remember, you also got another 6,000 views for your advertising too. And the people that you shared this with will follow you to qualify you again. So you'll have people coming in from other cyclones, and you'll be bringing in new people because you don't want to stop bringing new people in. You want to keep sharing this. You saw how massive our market is, millions of people, and everybody needs advertising. So you'll have infinite cyclone funnels because you'll go from one cyclone to another, to another, to another. You're only ever in one cyclone at a time. So all you have to do is focus on that current cyclone, because everything is going to happen from you working on this one cyclone. You're going to finish your second cyclone and then you'll go to a third. You'll always be following the person that shared this with you, and your team will always keep following you as they keep building a team and you keep bringing in new people. So now in part 3, let's talk about the tornado funnel. We've showed you how the cyclone funnel works. Everyone starts as a sales associate. You share the opportunity with other resellers, and once you get through the cyclone funnel the first time, you automatically become a sales broker. And remember, refer to and you're fully qualified. You don't need to be qualified to get paid, but you want to be fully qualified so no one will slide past you. And you don't want to stop at just 2. Just because you're qualified. Keep introducing customers and making your 50% commission, but also be introducing resellers so you'll move through that cyclone funnel. Go to the next cyclone, and now you'll also have a position in the tornado funnel. And remember, you'll do this over and over and over again. So you go from the cyclone into another cyclone, but you'll also be in a tornado sales funnel. A tornado sales funnel pays out a big $7,000, and it's half the size of a cyclone. There are only 4 at the top, and like the cyclone, it's not going to be empty when you get there. There will be at least 3 other people here. The leader at the bottom, and then 2 above him. You might be the 4th person in that 4 row on the top. And if you are, then you'll go to the 2 line right away. So you're in a tornado sales funnel and your people are following you, but you're also following whoever the leader is. They're following the person beside you and anyone on the 4 line. So all of you in the tornado are working together, and the slide works here too. But remember, in the cyclone, you needed 2 to be fully qualified. Here, you only need 1. Now think about that. It took you 2 to get fully qualified in the cyclone, so you have at least 2 people following you, but it only takes 1 to be fully qualified here. So as soon as one of your team follows you here, you'll be fully qualified. Not only can no one slide past you, but you can slide past people who aren't qualified yet. So there's a chance, and it's been happening, that you can go from that 4 line all the way to the bottom right away and become the leader. Now you know you're only in one cyclone at a time, but each time you go through the cyclone, another tornado is created. Now this is really important to understand. This is the first time this has ever been done. You only have one cyclone at a time. All you ever have to do is just keep focusing on that one cyclone that you're in, and it will produce all the other activity, meaning you'll get a second tornado. When you get a second tornado, you didn't get the second tornado from completing the first tornado. How you got the second tornado is by going through a cyclone for the second time. That's really important to grasp, because now when you go through that cyclone for the second time, now you have 2 tornadoes. This example shows you've been through the cyclone 3 times, so you have 3 tornadoes. You didn't go from your second tornado to your third tornado. You got your third tornado from your third cyclone. Now, why that's important to understand is these 3 tornadoes are all active at the same time. When you go through your first tornado and make $7,000, you go to another first tornado. You don't go to a second tornado. So your first tornado goes around infinitely, and your second tornado goes around infinitely. If you have 3 tornadoes, they could all fill up on the same day. That means you didn't make $7,000. You made $21,000 that day, and you still have 3 tornadoes, because in your first tornado, when you complete it, you're going to follow your sponsor into their first tornado. So you're just going to keep following them. This is one of the things that makes this so powerful. If you have 10 tornadoes going at the same time, that means you'll always have 10 tornadoes going at the same time until you get 11, 12, and 13 simultaneously, independent of each other at the same time. If you have 3 tornadoes and you share this with a brand new person, they come in on your 4th cyclone, and when they finish their cyclone, where are they going to go? They're going to go to your first tornado. When that new person goes through that cyclone for the second time, then they're going to follow you to your second tornado. They may have followed you twice in your first tornado before they even get to their second. This is much more than just making $7,000 over and over again. If you have 10 tornadoes, that's $70,000 over and over and over again. So just to recap, the cyclone is going to earn you $700. That's $300 in advertising and $400 in cash over and over again. And the tornado funnel is going to make 10 times that. It's going to make you $7,000 over and over again, but you'll have multiple tornadoes going at the same time, and they're each making you $7,000 over and over again. The AdExperts Infinity Funnel Compensation Plan. Get started as a sales associate, make instant commissions by bringing on customers, become a sales broker, create a team, and earn $7,000 over and over again multiple times. We have one of the most lucrative plans in the industry today. No matter what company you join, you'll need to advertise your business. Use this tool to market your current company, or you can make AdExperts your primary company if you're willing to do a little work, and it's really simple if you think about it. What is our product? It's advertising. All you're doing is sharing with people something that's needed, and we've already done most of the work for you. Go to homebusinessgiant.com. Look at the magazine. Go read some of the articles. You'll be blown away. Look at the Alexa ranking. There's tons of traffic. Look at some of the testimonials. Not just making a lot of income with AdExperts, but people are getting results with the advertising. And it should work because we're paying thousands of dollars sending traffic to a high-end magazine with really, really great content. And people are coming back each month, and each time they do, they see the advertising. That's it. It's just that simple. Just watch this video a few times and you'll see it, and then you won't be able to sleep tonight, maybe not even for a week. This is the first time this compensation plan has ever been done because we created it. And we're just going to keep improving and enhancing on everything because we've got the team to do it. What we can't do alone, we can do together.